Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Happy Monday. First of all, happy Veterans Day. I know you hear my labels printed off, but happy Veterans Day. The troops, the veterans, anyone in the active military or active in the military or a veteran, I have the most respect for, probably over than anyone else living, just because you're putting yourself on the line. So I appreciate you if you are a veteran out there or an active military member. Really appreciate you. With that being said, we're going to pack some orders. So I'm going to show you guys what sold over the weekend, hopefully teach you guys some things if you're new to reselling. Otherwise, Mondays are for hanging out and talking. I am late to the game today, like over an hour late, because I had to take my dog in to get her stuff tied. I know with male dogs, it's snip, snip. I don't know what you call it with female dogs, but she's becoming non-breeder. So put it that way. Juliet, good morning. Welcome in. Again, thank you, veterans. Happy Veterans Day. Mark, what's up? What is up? Thanks for popping in. I'm pretty sure the post office is closed today. I'm almost positive. I don't care. I have 44 items to pack up from the weekend. What's up? And so we gotta pack this stuff up. Otherwise, I'm gonna be swamped, and I don't want to be swamped. DMB, what's up, DMB? Welcome in. How are your sales over the weekend? Hopefully they were good. I listed quite a bit Friday, and a little bit Saturday and Sunday, so that's probably why my sales were decent. Other than that, let's do Depop first. Depop, I had 7. I have none on Mercari right now because Mercari and I are going through a dispute. They put my whole account on suspension. It's like Depop did, right? I don't know why. I have no idea why. They said it's because I listed items over and over again. Might have been because I had a Taylor Swift sweater that I listed a couple times. I don't know. Still waiting to hear back from them, but I didn't do anything wrong, so I should be okay over there. Post office is closed. There we go. Post office closed. They're closed, but I dropped off this morning. I received an email that they were received. Yeah. Okay. So a lot of times postal worker people work every single day, like even into the night between now and after Christmas, getting that OT and working. So it's good to know. Oh, this guy, what's up, Felix? What's up, Felix? I saw you buying Pokemon packs last night. Gladys, good morning. Depop first. 7 on Depop. Let's start out with a pair of pants that you might not see very often. They're Levi's orange tab, but they're a little bit more to them. Levi's orange tab, and right underneath they say 550. It says student. So right underneath 550, it says student. Just trust me if you can't see it. They were orange tab. They were vintage. They are 30 by 32. I'm like, I'm going to get them. They have a good wash, that light wash. They sold for $30 on Depop. Vintage Depop. You know how it goes. So paid $7.99 for these. Buyer pays shipping for everything. If you're new to watching, new to me, buyer pays shipping for everything I talk about here. I'll tell you how much I pay. Good morning, Sunset. Yep, had a lot of student orange tab shorts. There you go, Ragers. Rage, what is student? What is it? Tell me about student. Is it meant for like students? Because 30 by 32 is not like a small size. I mean, it's small, but not like elementary school. But yeah, they still sell. And they're kind of more of a skinnier fit, not even a balloon fit. But there's number 1 of 7 on Depop. Number 2, pair of Nike pants. I just listed both of those things. Nike Tour Performance pants. These pinstripe pants don't sell for great, but they sell quick if you price them right. As always, you can create your own sell-through rate. If you buy items cheap and price them inexpensively or at the bottom of the market, as long as they're in demand, as long as some are selling, you should be able to sell them quickly and have a quick sell-through rate. These sold within a week. For $16, I paid $4.99. So I would pick these up all day long for $4.99. They're super easy to list. I can list them in like 2 minutes. Tej, what's up? Good morning. What's up, Bull North? I believe they're probably uniform for schools and that fall suit. Yeah, probably that. Probably like uniform. You got to go get student Levi's or something like that. So everyone went and got that. Tej, good morning. Happy Veterans Day to everybody. Veterans Day and active military. I always say Memorial Day and Veterans Day. It's to active military and veterans. Utmost respect. I think they deserve everything in this life. Everything. Student is narrow, cut through the waist and the hips. Lily P, thanks for that. Yeah, narrower. It's definitely narrower. Good morning. Good morning. Running, what's up? Maybe I have the same issue with Mercari because sales were 0 this weekend. Everywhere else was great. Good to hear that they were great. My account is on suspension right now on Mercari. I don't even have, it took everything off. So I'm definitely not making any sales over there, but the sales weren't great over there. I'm good. I sold 44 things this weekend. Hopefully I hear back from them. It's been over a week. They got back to me right away saying we're going to push this on to like the next person. And then I haven't heard back. Finally got off my butt and listed, so made some good sales this weekend. Sandy, isn't that funny how that goes? When we start listing, we get sales. Even if it's not the things we're listing. It's just crazy how that works, right? This should have gone for a lot more money, but it didn't. As in, like, the comps weren't there, but I just think it looks so cool. This is a Rustler. If this was a Wrangler, this would go for more money. This Rustler piece right here, I'll show you the label. Rustler by Wrangler. I guess it's the cheap version. It went for $18.70. So that's an Autopista sale. Autopista sent out an offer and someone accepted it. 44 sales. How many do you have listed? Thanks. Right now, like between 12 and 1,300 items listed on eBay. And the other sites around 1,100 on Poshmark and Depop. Why am I suspended on Mercari, LA? I think it's because they said it's because I don't know. They didn't really give me a good reason. I think it's because I sold a couple Taylor Swift sweaters, and once they sold, I listed it. Once it sold, I listed it. So I just relisted it a couple times, and I looked through their policies, and if you relist the same item multiple times, they can suspend your account. So I messaged them and told them, listen, I didn't do anything wrong. Da 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 da. And there's plenty of people that sell Taylor Swift stuff over there. So I paid $5 for that. That sold for $18.70. First Autopista sale. Good morning. What's up, Carolyn? DM, good morning. DM, I have a hard time selling those shirts. Yeah, if they just have to be loud. But I sold that for $18.70. A lot of times people want to sell those for a lot more. What's up, K-Way? A lot of times people want to sell those for more. Listen, you just have to sell them for what the market tells you to sell them for. I think that should have been like a $30 shirt. eBay sold comps, said it was under 20. So that's what happened. That's what happened. I list stuff where the market is at. Here are Polo Ralph Lauren vintage corduroy pants. I always talk about how corduroy, the thicker the corduroy is, usually the better. And usually that means they're a little bit more vintage. But yeah. There's your Polo Ralph Lauren, and they're pleated, so they're not flat front. They have that pleat in the front, which no one ever wore. You couldn't even give these away, and then all of a sudden they're back now. So I don't know what the deal is with that. These sold for $25, paid $4.99 for them, and they sold on Depop, so like no fees. Do you think auction is better, buy it now, or best offer? So auction, I rarely do. I only do auction on really rare items that are highly desirable. So people will go after that. For example, let's say a signed ticket, like a signed LeBron James ticket or signed LeBron James shoe, game worn shoe. No, a lot of people might want that, and they might bid it up, and you might get a bidding war. But yeah, I would do buy it now or best offer. So I have buy it now without best offer on everything I price at the low end of the market, and I will not take anything less. For example, my Polo Ralph Lauren shirts, I charge between $18.99 and $22.99. I do not have a best offer on those. But everything that's like more than that, I usually put a best offer on. And it's good because sometimes you can decide if you want to let it go for a lot or a little. If your sales are really good, you're going to be like, no, I think I can get more. But then sometimes your sales are really slow, and it's like anybody that sends you an offer on anything, you're going to take it. Kramer lookalike movement. What's Kramer lookalike movement, J-Licious? Good morning, Momo. Big Sweaty. What up, Big Sweaty? I found Kitten jeans. I think they're fake, though. Bull North. I don't know. I bet they're real. Kitten, Kiton, like, very, very, very high-end brand. Very high-end. something you'd see on like, I don't know, the highest in New York, Fifth Avenue Street or whatever. Kitten. I don't know if those would be faked. Not too many people know about that brand. People are faking brands that everyone knows: Burberry, Louis Vuitton, Versace, all that sort of stuff. Cords. Oh, got you. Yep, those cords with the pleats. Yeah. I went to New Goodwill in a real good neighborhood, and they had men's suits jackets. Were they good, Larry? Do you consider the weekend 2 days or 3 days? Like you include Friday sales? So yeah. So usually it's like Friday afternoon till Monday morning. Friday afternoon till Monday morning. So I've sold 44 things from Friday afternoon till Monday morning. All right. Let's see. I'm a sucker for Aztec stuff. I know. If you want to get good Aztec stuff, look up Rustler. Wrangler Rustler brand. I mean, less than $20 for that shirt. It was pretty cool. I know you like that, Aztec. I know you like that. Next item. Let's do this Duke. List your college stuff, guys, right now. College basketball, especially. Duke basketball, obviously, is super popular. So get that stuff listed. This is just a Nike, dryfit, Duke, Elite, whatever. I never talk about picking stuff like this up, but if I find them for like $5, I'll usually pick it up. This sold for $15 on Depop. You're welcome. This is Saw Coogee women's jeans thrift store wanted $45. No, I'm with you. No. $45 for Coogee jeans, women's? No. Have fun with that thrift store. And guess what? Promising you, those are probably going to be out of style within 2 years or year. And they're going to be still sitting there probably. Billie Eilish sporting Polo Ralph Lauren in some videos made the jump up too. Yeah. So if you didn't see, I did a little video, a little short, like a teaching short, me being a teacher, talking about a sweater in the other room. And I put a picture of Billie Eilish wearing a similar sweater. It's like a chunky tennis sweater. Good morning, Debbie. I picked up a rare print at the thrift store. eBay has some listed for $800. Wondering if you know auctioning matted frame prints online. Okay. So the problem is with art, unless that print is a very desirable artist, AKA if you look at sold comps and there's a ton of sold comps and a ton listed, it might be worth auctioning. But if you see 30 of them listed, what's up, JT? If you have 30 of them listed for, I don't know, $100, $800, 30 of them listed for 800 and none of them have sold, that might be, you might not want to auction it. Prints are a very hard sale. Thanks for the corn, JT. Tell wifey, what's up? I was trying to get her to come on. You're telling, we won't talk about what she was wearing and all that sort of stuff, but I could tell your eyes, you got nice and bright. Anyone having trouble with the auto posture? I cannot get Mercari to stay signed in, even though I'm using the extension. So on Mercari, on auto posture, it's about once a month I have to re-sign in. So if you're on auto posture, if you hop in every day to sync stuff, maybe once a month it has me like put my credentials back into Mercari. It's just a butt face like that, and yeah, they know it. Auto posture knows it. Mercari's like that. Unfortunately, I found a fake pair of kitten, contacted the company and sent pictures, and they confirmed they were fake. Dang. So I'm confirming there are fake kitten pants. Sorry about it, but there are fake ones. I have a vintage 1990 Mike Tyson hat up for auction right now and it ends today. I have no bids yet and debating taking it down, starting bid at $40. Yikes. If you're okay with it going for 40, then leave it up. If you feel like it should get more than 40, take it down. So that's what I'd recommend. I don't think you can take down some auctions if they're within a certain window of ending, though. I re-signed in as well. Yep. Still not connecting. I don't know. I would contact Auto Posture then. I don't do a Chrome extension. I do straight up entering my credentials. All right. Let's go. Next item on Depop. Patagonia. I bought this for dirt cheap at a church. Not at a church sale, at a church. They have like a thrift store. Patagonia dirt, I think like $10 I bought this for, and it sold for $60. Now, I didn't know this until I watched one of Caleb Sells videos. Yeah, I've been reselling for a long time, and I did not know this. So there's a style number on all Patagonia. It says STY, like style, and then there's some numbers after it. That's how you're going to find out this style, and you'll find out the exact style, which definitely helps out when listing Patagonia because there's so many different styles. So that is a new thing I learned by watching other resellers. Autopista told me you have to keep signing in and connecting over and over again. Took 10 times. Okay, so keep signing in, do it over and over again. It took JT 10 times to do your to do the Mercari, to stay signed into Mercari. So since this is Depop, I'm using. Why did this bump up to 398? That's crazy. What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining in. I'm a full-time reseller. If you want to learn how to make money as a side hustle, go ahead and follow. All right, so yeah, that sold for on Depop for $60. $60. Next item. This is a pair of Under Armour match play pants. You guys know these are my bread and butter. These Polo Ralph Lauren bread and butter. Yeah, I don't JT. That's it's got to be algorithms. We can talk about that with TikTok here in a second. Bread and butter. Anytime you find Under Armour, I haven't talked about it for a while. With this stretchy waistband, I always pick them up if they're less than $10. These sold for $21.60, which means as an Autopista sale. So I have these listed at $23.99. So Autopista sent out an offer and someone took the offer. In China, what's up? I got locked out of Mercari after trying too many times last night. Huh, I don't know. What's up, Casey? Long time no talk to you. I always say that. What is happening with Mercari? I don't know. Mercari's being a punk. I told you, Mercari has me suspended right now, and I have a conversation thread going with them, and I haven't heard back for 7 days. Maybe longer than that now. I don't know. Mercari's got to get it together. Either way, Poshmark and eBay are doing great. Depop's doing great. I know this, though. If you're on TikTok and you guys you're able to do TikTok shop, I think you should if you are looking for another side hustle. They push those videos like crazy. When I first got on TikTok, you just put a video on and they would push it, right? But if you do TikTok shop, you get thousands and thousands of views on those videos. So if you're on TikTok and you can do the TikTok shop stuff, you should do it. How do you know they are match play? Just because I've sold them so many times, that's what I put in the title. They're match play. I'll say I have some more, I'm sure. Yeah, here's a pair of pants. So these are like match play shorts. Anytime they have that stretch waistband, I always put match play. That's just the name of them. It's like that on every cross-lister. Okay, so Mercari's like that on every cross-lister. Got you. I'm suspended also. Same exact time frame. Casey, what? See, okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Message me about that. I have no idea. I didn't do anything wrong. Did nothing wrong on Mercari. But I'm still happy. We're good. We're good. We have energy. But yeah. That's what's up with Depop. And as always, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Do you have a certain amount of followers to promote an item on TikTok? Do you have to have a certain amount of followers to promote an item on TikTok? Do you guys? I think you have to have like over 1,000 and then you can apply. I think. I'm not for sure. I made a second account if I want to start doing it, or I could do it on this account. But yeah. How many Taylor Swift sweatshirts did I list on Mercari? 4. I think I had 4, and they all sold. And then all of a sudden, I got deleted or I got suspended. Like they sold some other stuff, and then I got suspended. So it was like after the fact. Is Poshmark or Mercari better for clothing? Poshmark, I have more sales. Poshmark's a bigger platform. More people are on that platform. Do you ever replace something ruined, age-worn, frayed, like the fabric wristbands, a leather wool, limited edition Dale Earnhardt jacket? I would just sell that as is. Do I replace something ruined? So, Laureate, if the Dale Earnhardt Jr. jacket that's a limited edition and it's leather, I just sell it as is. My motto is profits, not projects. The only time I'll do a project is if like this Orvis wool jacket smells like smoke, I'll go get it dry cleaned. I'm still not messing with it. I'll go get it dry cleaned and spend $10, $12 on that. So on Poshmark, on my closet page, there's a tab called My Inventory. I think it keeps track of the new items not the relisted. Is that true? Sometimes I get in the listing group and I lose count. D&B, I'm really not sure. Maybe someone on YouTube can answer that question for you. I just know with me, I started using Poshmark when I got Autopasta. And so I just plug it into Autopasta, and Autopasta will just constantly relist, delist, and share all my items all day long. So it just kind of does all that stuff, and I just get sales. So I really don't know much about Poshmark other than you have to be social, sharing, you need a sharing bot, all that sort of stuff. Nice thing about Poshmark, returns are rare. You are right. You are right. Okay, let's do Poshmark sales. 13 Poshmark sales since Friday, which is great. Everything is going my way today. Let's go. Hey, Momo, let's go. I hope everything. That's great. Everything's going your way. I keep going your way. I hope you get like 30 sales today and everything else. The sun's shining where you live, I hope. Go get a lottery ticket. You know what I want to do, Brad? You know what I want to do, Brad? How do you know which pre-owned Tommy Bahama Polo are Island Zone or whichever that people like? So, Tommy Bahama has Island Zone Polo shirts. The Island Zone ones that I pick up are the polyester, newer feeling, like as if they were a bad birdie, like stretchy, not cotton. Those are the Island Zone Tommy Bahama. But I really don't pick those up very often unless there are two back-to-back, and I'll lot them up. So I don't get a lot of Tommy Bahama. You guys know that. TikTok shop is generally 5K followers, but sometimes you can get invited when you're under 5. There you go. Lily said 5K followers. Sometimes you get invited under 5. I know some people have, like at 1,000, some people have. You have to post videos. I think a lot of videos like with your face and talking, not just other people or repost. Is the shipping a lot different on Poshmark than eBay? It is different in the fact, Doug, that it is easier. It is easier. For example, let's do our first sale, Kimes. Pair of Kimes jeans. Now, I'm in here. We talk a lot on Mondays, but we also learn. This is the third pair that I've sold in the last week or so. You're going to look for those little horns right there, the little bull horns, but you're looking for Kimes. Right here on the inside tag, you'll see it. They're made in men's and women's jeans and shirts. They're a Western brand. So with Poshmark, all you have to do is print off your label. Everything is priority, so you can put it in anything priority. So I buy these from the post office. I don't buy these. I get these shipped to my house free from the postal service, and you just put it in there and slap the label on. So you don't have to buy boxes. You don't have to buy bags or anything. Everything's priority. Everything's priority. Buyer pays for all of that. So I've done eBay for forever. Sold like 33 or 34,000 items. Poshmark's easier to ship. Poshmark's easier to ship. Highly recommend. If you're not cross-listing, you need to cross-list. And you know I'm going to throw out there, go ahead and say it, guys. Autopasta. If you don't have Autopasta, you need to get it. If you have Vindu or another platform, try Autopasta. I promise you, you're going to be like, it's way better. Anyone you talk to. And of course, I'm going to tell you also that you can sign up through my link on my link tree at sourceupfinds.com and get 15% off your first month. And I appreciate that if you do it. How do you spell that? Kimes, K-I-M-S. K-I-M-E-S. K-I-M-E-S. Okay, Mark. I had an item return on eBay due to an address that's not there. I reach out to the buyer through messages, no response. What should I do? Anything else? So what I would do, if you sell an item on eBay and it gets returned to you because it says the address wasn't found, and you contact the buyer and they don't respond or anything, I would refund them the money, and I would put in the note, it got returned to sender because your address did not work. Refund them the money, but do not refund them the price of the shipping. That is on them. That is their address, their fault. So just refund them the money on the item, not the shipping, and put a note why you're refunding them. And if they message you back later, you can say, the address you gave me was not sufficient, and it got sent back to me. And they'll complain and be like, listen, I had to pay for shipping to you. I can't just ship it back to you. That's going to cost money. You can purchase it again and change your shipping address. You're welcome, Lorette. How would you spell that? Not sure if my question went through. Is there an Autopasta relisting setting to keep promotion rate you picked on the original listing? Every eBay relist from Autopasta loses the promote rate. So Randy, what you're going to do, I'll get to you guys on TikTok. Hold on a second. So what you're going to do on eBay, let's see if we can go over there. I'm going to share this screen with you guys. Okay. eBay. And once I get it over there, I'll show you guys. Okay. Marketing discounts. Okay, so we go to discounts. I forget where you do it. Promoting, shipping discounts, volume pricing, order discounts, coupon sale event. Somewhere on here, where can you do promoting? Inventory. Sorry, guys. Got it. Okay, so wherever you do promoted, do you guys know where you do promoted? Tell me, help me out. Help me out. What's up, Chad? Help me out where I can do promoted, and I'll help you out there. I recently picked up a Burberry trench coat, and it was small, plain spot, less than 2 inches. The dry cleaner wanted $30 to clean it. Would you attempt to do it? Pay to have an item? If it depends how much you paid for that item, the Burberry coat, and how much it sells for. If you pay $10 and it sells for $200, I'd put another $30 in it to get it cleaned. Win the day, Jeffrey. Advertising. Okay. Is it an advertising? Advertising. Okay. Let's go over there. Hopefully you guys can see it too. Sorry if this is, I've only done it once. So you're going to go to advertising on eBay. You're going to go to promoted listing. So what we're talking about right now is on Autopasta, it delists and relists your items. So your promoted on that listing goes away and you're going to have to re-promote it. So what I do is promote stores, promote listings. Okay, so I have a campaign going right now. So if I wanted to do add a campaign, review campaign, let's see. Create a new campaign. Okay, so you create a new campaign right here. I'll just show you what we're going to do. Promote my listings. General. I don't know which one I did. I think that's it. Add listings. Okay, so what I do is I go to my categories on my store. And whatever categories on my store I want, I promote those. Let's just take it all off. And we're going to go to dolls and bears because I need those to sell. So I'm going to add these listings. Add these listings to promote them. Add listings. And then I'm going to do a fixed rate at, I'm going to promote these at 5%. And you can rewatch this later on YouTube. 5%. And then you're going to do a start date now and a continuous end date. So what's going to happen is anytime you list an item in that category, or if you just want to do your whole store, you see how I had the whole store checked. Anytime you list an item in your store in that category, it's going to be under promoted. It's going to be under promoted. Enter campaign dolls. Okay, so now anytime something gets delisted and relisted, it goes right back into that store category. And so like right here, my store category, this is probably casual shirts. And see how it's active. active, active, active. These are all campaigns. So if you want an item to stay promoted, I know this is long-winded. You go to advertising like we just talked about. Go to advertising. Go to create a new campaign. And you're going to do promote your listings. And then from your store, add listings. And if you wanted to do your whole store, you could do your whole store. So there's everything. Or that's 100 or whatever. But yeah, you can do your whole store if you want to. And anytime you list anything, it gets promoted. So hopefully that helps out. I will come back and answer questions right now because I'm sure there's a lot of them. That's what I do now. All right. Okay. I just put in poly mailer, save on shipping. Denver, what did you put in a poly mailer? New to Poshmark, it is so easy. Yes, Poshmark is so easy. You guys, you have to cross list. Again, I had 24 items on eBay sell. I only sold on eBay up until March of this year. And then I started cross listing. I sold an extra 13 on Poshmark and an extra 7 on Depop. That will alone pay bills. Like pay bills. Oh my gosh. This person's legit. All right. Thanks for following. I don't want all these people in here. I'm gonna have to get that. I don't want all these people in here saying some nasty stuff. I mean, doesn't bother me though. Okay. He's live. I checked earlier and I was bummed. I know. Sorry. I had to take my dog to get fixed. So my dog's getting fixed right now. Howdy, everyone. Advertising, I believe. Sir's going to show you advertising. Okay. How do you think it's beneficial to run sales? I always feel like, my gosh, what are these people? Get them out of here. You got any mods in here? Bold North, you're about to be. Sorry, guys. Okay, Bold. Okay. All right. So, do you think it's beneficial to run sales? Yes. I always feel like when I run a sale, all I get is lowball offers. Curious to know how you luck with sales. Yes. I do think it's good to run sales. I run sales during peak times when people will be buying, like Cyber Monday, anytime people are on break, maybe Thanksgiving break, maybe just like a furniture store, right? They'll have sales like 4th of July weekend, Labor Day sales. Anytime there's a holiday, have a sale or think about having a sale. And then especially towards the end of a season, I like to have sales to get rid of inventory. So even if I'm selling stuff for cheaper than I wanted to, I'll be able to collect that money to buy new inventory and better stuff instead of letting those polos sit until the next season. So right now I have a ton of polos that are just sitting, not doing anything. Okay, I've been doing it as bulk editing before each listing. I didn't know there was another setting. Yes. And shout out to Kway. He actually told me about that one. What's the percentage you promote at on eBay? 5%, but not on everything, Mark. I only do 5% on some things, not my whole store. I'm late, but I'm catching the Poshmark praise. Yep, Poshmark. There it is. What's up, Shelby? Shelby is crazy. Don't even come in here with that. A lower conversion rate. Wacky Weekend, Arc'teryx, Carhartt, and Howler all sold in an hour of posting. Surf's method works magic. Let's go. John Mazda, it's all about buy cost. If you can get that stuff cheap, undercut that market by a little bit and get that stuff sold. Rather have that money flowing and going than quick nickel rather than a slow dime. Had a wild find this weekend and a first time finding, but acronym jacket. What is that? I don't know that jacket. Turning out legit. Almost passed because of tags. Looks like 700 to 800 prices. I don't even know the name of that jacket. Never seen that jacket before. Okay, let's get over here. Sorry, guys. Mitchell, geez, that was crazy. I know, that was crazy. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, sorry. I know, Kit Kat, you like Shipper Brad anyways. You told me that in Kway's live yesterday. Can you explain how you made your first flat lay backdrop? Yeah, so Julia, if you follow me on YouTube, you can go to my YouTube page and it's a picture of me outside of Lowe's that says like do it yourself shipping station. or picture station or something like that. So I have a video of me buying it, the whole thing. I didn't even plan it. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make this. I'm just going to video myself buying it, making it, installing it, everything. So there's a video on it. I started adding keywords Larry Essential to my polos because the style's coming back in. Larry Essential. Why Larry Essential, J-Licious? Larry Essential to your polos. Why Larry? Layering essential. Got you. Layering essential. Yeah, so Audra told me that girls are starting to wear big baggy polo shirts that are button down or button up shirts and wearing them like layering with different clothing. Shipper Brad's the best. Thank you. All right, let's keep going to Poshmark before something else crazy happens. John Elway. I've had this jersey for 3-4 years. No joke. John Elway jersey, champion Denver Broncos. I do not know why this didn't sell, but maybe it's because the Broncos have sucked for a little bit ever since Peyton Manning left. But this sold for I don't even know. John Elway. What did I put? Oh, $27. $27 on Poshmark. So we're gonna send that out in a Poshmark mailer. I'm a Broncos fan. It's a rough life. Listen, nice comps. You guys got Peyton Manning, and Peyton Manning's the GOAT, as we all know, and that was a great Super Bowl. You know, you win a Super Bowl like other than the Chiefs, and you like are happy about that for the rest of your life. And then from there on, maybe one day you'll get another Super Bowl. What's up, Poopy Pie? Acronym is a weird brand. After doing some diving into it, it's all designed about utility. Materials are typically Gore-Tex, and they've done some collabs with Nike and Nike ACG. Okay, Acronym does Gore-Tex. Well, anything with Gore-Tex is hot, right? Does really, really well. The Seahawks versus Broncos Super Bowl was over in 12 seconds. Listen, I know you're from like the Portland or Seattle area, so how'd you become a Broncos fan? Out of curiosity. Okay, next item. This is a spider. Boy, when I got the offer for this, I couldn't press accept fast enough on Poshmark, especially knowing that the sale goes right through once you accept it. This is just a spider base layer shirt. I do not buy spider anymore unless it is snow pants. Snow pants. Because spider is sold at Costco now. It's sold at Ross. It's sold everywhere. They are just completely flooding everywhere. Oh, you're from Denver. Okay. Layering essentials on men polos. Yes. Yes, Andrew. That's what they're talking about. Ree, what's up? How to restart my YouTube. Ree, thanks for popping in. What's up, Ree? What up, Ree? It's okay. You always can rewatch this later if you want to. I just wasted 11 cents. Actually, 8 cents. Those are cheap. Those Tiffany bags, I buy them in 200. They're cheaper than the other ones I used to buy. How were sales for me? 44. They were pretty good over the weekend. I'm excited to be on a winning side. Let's go Lions. Nicole, if you're a Lions fan, it is due for you. It is due. The Lions are good, and I like their coach. I like the story with Goff. I like the Lions. I like the whole deal. I also like picking up these coats. These Eddie Bauer recess jackets with the fur hood. I don't pick up much Eddie Bauer, but if they're a down recess coat like this, I always pick them up. Women's. No one ever picks these up. I always find these. And they don't sell for a ton of money, usually 40. How much did this sell for? 40. Sold for $40, and I sold it on Poshmark. Now this is going to go out in this large priority box because it's Poshmark. And I'm getting bags in tomorrow, so I can't put that in a bag. What's up, Young Jay? Picked up a heavy spider key jacket with one of the resort patches on it. I think it's $6. Listed it for $70. Yeah, Casey, that's totally fine. Those heavy jackets. Have a nice day. What's up? All right, comps. Have a nice day. Yeah, ski jackets, ski pants, and spider. So you're looking for the waistband or around the boot where it's that stretchy material that will keep the snow out. You want heavy duty spider, still good stuff, but like fleeces and base layers and stuff like that, I don't pick up anymore. Do I ever watch WWE? Young Jay? I I used to be a huge fan of WWF back in the day. Stone Cold Steve Austin, The Rock, Undertaker. When I was younger, I used to watch that. And then when I got out of middle school, I didn't watch it anymore. Actually, out of like 6th or 7th grade. Okay, there that goes. Next item. Link Soul, again, a brand that I don't pick up anymore. So I was really happy when an offer came in on this. Accepted it right away. This sold for $12. Not the best sale, but I bought it for $5, sold it for $12. Something I will not pick up anymore. Link Soul shirts, unless they are new with tags, I'm not paying $5. If you're buying them for $1, then it might be worth it. Buy cost is everything. Can I see those helmets? Yeah, you can see those helmets. I do not sell. Those are not for sale because unless it's a vintage helmet like a collector's piece, I don't recommend selling helmets online because you never know if someone's been in an accident with it. You don't know if it's lost its integrity to help save someone's life. Link Soul cashmere sweaters sell for $20 plus all day. Bull North, for real. Yeah, I'm just talking about polos though. I'm not going to pick up Link Soul polos. I'll still pick up their pants too. Stone Cold Steve Austin, open a can of whoop. All right. So if I see a cool helmet like this is straight like 90s, early 90s, late 80s. I just think that's a really cool looking helmet. To me, it's art, right? Like it's background art. So I bought it from Goodwill, obviously. And then this one, this is a Simpson helmet. This one's pretty cool too. It still has a Goodwill tag on it. I don't know. It's got a lot of dust on it, but it's pretty cool. I live in Indianapolis where we have the Indy 500 and a lot of racing stuff. So, yeah, I don't know. Just some stuff. I mean, we're all a little bit of a collector and a hoarder, right? Aren't we all? I say hi, Bull North. Andrew says hi, Bull North. How is Autopista better than the others? Thank you. Sophie, I'm glad you asked. It's better in a lot of ways. Number one, you cannot import and cross-list your items faster on any other platform. Okay? So you're importing your items and you're cross-listing them the fastest. With that being said, it has automatic sales detection. I know Vindu has that, but it has automatic sales detection. So if something sells on one platform, it delists it across the other platforms. You don't have to do that. Number three, it sends out offers automatically all day long, all night long. Vindu just started that, but with Vindu, you have to have your screen on and your platform on. So if you want your offer sent out, you have to have everything on. On Autopista, you can literally shut everything off. You can turn it all off and offers get sent out automatically. And it does the relist, delist, and it does all the sharing stuff. All of that in one place. All of that in one place. Now it also has analytics. So you can see, you can go in and do all your taxes spreadsheet right inside of there. I have a video on it, but yeah, I can show you. Autopista. Autopista. So I'll show you what the analytics look like. Doop. Analytics. So right here, you can enter in all your stuff. You can enter and promote it, how much you bought it, cost of goods, everything. And you can also go into charts and you can look at this quarter. You can look at what are your best right here, what's selling the most, what are your sales looking like, your total profit, all that sort of stuff, all on Autopista. So you do everything, your inventory, your cross-listing, your dashboard. It's the easiest, the best, and it's all in one spot. And is an app for it. So definitely recommend it. We both have bad teams, but my Jets will be spanking the Colts this weekend. John, I want you guys to beat us. Aaron Rodgers, please beat Joe Flacco. I want us to lose the rest of the season because I want to get a good draft pick and get another QB. Please beat us. Those big parkas were moving this weekend. Sold 3 from Columbia, like that one. Got to find good items, even in the bad brands, for sure. So those long parkas, like I just sold, that Columbia, those are really good sellers. Again, I call them recess jackets that go all the way down to your knees. I call them recess jackets because I taught, and all the teachers would go out to recess with those jackets. They would just be bundled up from ankle to the top of their head. Thank you. Can I do a month-to-month up, then upgrade? Yep, I'm only doing Poshmark. Yes. So Sophie, Poshmark or Auto Posture is month-to-month. You don't lock in yourself for a year or anything. And if you decide you want to do like list more, you can get a bigger plan on Auto Posture. Or if you're like, that's too big of a plan, you can go less. So you can do month-to-month, however you want to do it. I have a link in my link tree or on surfsupfinds.com. You get 15% off and a free trial. I think you should do it. And then you'll come back to me and say it's so easy. So if you're only on Poshmark, let me show you. Sorry guys, I'm gonna show her. You know, you guys already know. There's always new people in here. If you're on Poshmark, check this out. You're sharing. These are all shares. It's doing in the background, and it's offering, and it's following, and it's doing relists, all it recreates, all this in the background. So you just shared another item. So it's always sharing. Big Sweaty said, I've had Vindu and Less Perfectly subscriptions. They're not even close to Auto Posture. So Big Sweaty said Vindu and Less Perfectly, and they're not even close. I haven't had one person say they don't like it as much. The only thing is that Auto Posture has 4 platforms it supports right now: Mercari, Depop, eBay, and Poshmark. They are going to be adding more. I think the next one, the highest voted right now, is eBay or Facebook Marketplace. So just for the record. The Analytics page is going to be a game changer. Hopefully the update has a lot of features. Yeah, for sure. It's going to constantly be updated. She didn't even do a beta. Usually she does a beta with some of us, like, hey, you've been on here a while. Test it out. Give me your feedback. She just released it. So it's going to constantly be better. You can do that bot plan at first if you want, and then try to cross-list. Yeah. So, Sophia, if you just want to do that bot plan, I'm going to share that again. So if you just want to do the bot plan, you can just do this right here. It's $25 if you just want to do the automation on Poshmark. The automation on Poshmark, if you're just on Poshmark, it's $25 a month to do all the shares and all that stuff. Super cheap. Good morning, Bobby Loves a Thrift. What's up? Big Sweaty on here? What's the occasion? Big Sweaty comes in. Big Sweaty is always in the background. Big Sweaty's in the background. All right, next item, Poshmark. This is a brand I've never picked up, never sold before. This is why you come in here. If you're new or if you're an oldie, it's not to come look at my face. We know. Although I am getting my teeth cleaned today. Got to look at the time. This brand's called Doer. This brand's called Doer. D-U/ER. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. But Doer's the brand. And they sold for $29. I've never found them before. They sold for $29. I paid $7.99. So look out for this brand. As always, whenever I find a brand that I don't recognize and it seems like it might be quality, I'm going to look it up in the thrift store. Where do you vote for Auto Posture? I did the vote like right when, I don't remember. It might have been an email or something like that. It was an email. So yeah, I think it was an email. These are going out padded flat rate because it's Poshmark, right? So we're putting it in a priority envelope. It was an email. Andrew said it was an email. Andrew, thanks for coming in here and helping out always. I know I'm only able to post one thing on Poshmark and then I can't post again. Any thoughts? So when I first, and I can relate because I started Poshmark and Mercari. When I first started Poshmark, they put, when I first started Poshmark and used the Auto Posture, they put a hold on my account because they thought I was a bot. I emailed Poshmark right away. That day, they were like, oh, I'm so sorry. We have like bot detection. They thought I was a bot. I wasn't because I just started. I started listing everything. So just email Poshmark and tell Poshmark what's going on, and they should help you out. Email Poshmark. Poshmark has probably, I'd say, maybe the best customer service. eBay's is pretty good, but you get a lot of bot service with eBay. I feel like Poshmark, you get pretty good customer service. Definitely better than the Depop and Mercari. Another item that I was happy to get rid of. This is a Peter Millar button-up shirt. I really don't buy these anymore too often. This sold for Peter Millar, $15. Bought it for $5. Bought it for $5. Thank you. You're welcome. Is Poshmark easy to list and start using? Yes. So I don't list on Poshmark. All I do is list on eBay, import it to Autopista, and then just hit one button to cross list to Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop. Boom, boom, boom. It sucks in all your information and spits it into Poshmark. The size, the weight, your price, all that sort of stuff. It imports it. So I don't actually list on Poshmark. I just cross list over there, and I get sales. 13 sales this weekend. Poshmark is really bad at explaining what they do and don't allow you to sell hard goods. Yeah, I don't sell hard goods too much, Andrew, so I don't know. Can you recommend a good spreadsheet for bookkeeping and inventory? So again, I'm going to say Autopista just came out with analytics. So it is a spreadsheet. You enter in cost of goods and everything on the analytics. So if you have Autopista's cross-lister, you get that for free. Or you can go buy someone. I know Jason Hayes has a spreadsheet a lot of resellers use. I don't use it, but Autopista has their own now. So again, you want a cross list, you want a bot service, you want to have a spreadsheet. Everything's in one place right now. There's nothing competitive. Poshmark is super easy. That's where I started. They email you a label. You don't have to really understand shipping, so it's good for newbies. Audra, I think I've heard you and Wayne talk about that the most. If you start somewhere new, Autopista is the easiest place to start. All right, next item. Love picking these up, guys. Do not pass these over. If you find them, I don't find them very often. These are Oakley pit pants. So they're cotton, but they're like pit crew, as in racing or motocross or something, or like mechanic. They're mechanic pants. They have some little pockets right here to put like tools and stuff. These sold for $29. I always pick these up if I can find them. Pit pants by Oakley. Pit pants by Oakley. I'll put these in a padded flat rate too. Does Autopista have an app? Do you input your items into your into Autopista directly and then cross post and input from eBay? Yeah. So I'll show you real quick. Again, sorry for new. Do you guys, anybody over on TikTok want to see it or no? I can turn the screen. Okay, so the question is, okay, so we'll go over there. So on Autopista, I'm going to go in. I'm going to go into my inventory. And right up here at the top, there's this sync button. You're going to hit the sync button, and I don't think I have anything. Resync unavailable. Some of your accounts are either disconnected or currently in vacation mode. Okay, so my Mercari is, again, disconnected. So I have that one off. I'll have to go in and do it. But you just hit this resync button right here, and it syncs everything in. So it'll sync everything in from eBay or Poshmark or wherever you have it, and then you just literally hit cross list. Again, my Mercari is shut down right now. So I have to go into my settings and work on that one. So here, account. I don't know how to just not use it. Settings. Turn that off. Okay. Connections. Okay, I don't know. Audra, how do I stop? Do you guys know? If I'm on Mercari and I don't want it to be on there anymore, I don't want to cross list over there or anything. What do I do? What do I do with that? Do you guys know? If you Google it, it literally comes up. It says it's allowed. With what? With what? Okay, hold on a second. Jason A's spreadsheet is excellent. I have it from last year. The highest tier has a breakdown I need. There you go. Jason has spreadsheet. If you look him up, and he's got a YouTube video about it. Move it to a new row, then delist. What happened to you, Macari? They didn't like that I sold a couple items of the same item. So I don't know. I'm still working on talking to them. I'll show you guys what we're looking at. Okay, let me see. Worst. Macari has the worst customer service for real. I've been waiting like 8 days. I had that problem. Macari always disconnects at least 3 times more a month. Yeah, it does that. It won't cross list it to there. Is it holding you from syncing? Yeah, it's holding me from syncing. So I'd probably just have to message Autopista. But see how it's not letting me sync? And it's probably because let me see. Oh, let me see if I can yeah, I turned all those off. So I turned all those off on Macari. Count. How do I turn the setting? This right here is the automatic delister, auto delister. I turned that off. Okay, here you go. Got it. Got it. Please select the marketplaces you're no longer selling on. Macari. Reset Macari. I'm just going to put yes. Submit. Submit. Hold on. Please select Macari. Reset Macari. What do I do now? Please select the marketplaces you are no longer selling on, then type the phrase in the box. Okay. Reset Macari. What phrase? Reset Macari, right? Did I spell that right? Macari. Maybe I have to do the capital. Hold on, guys. This is real time. Macari. Whoops. Okay, it was capital. All right, so what I'm doing is I'm no longer selling on Macari anymore. No big deal. If Macari says, hey, we reinstated your platform, I'll just come over and put Macari back in. So now I'm not selling on Macari anymore. Let's go over to Autopista. Let's go into inventory and let's get out of Autopista. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can refresh it. I'm going to sign out. I'm going to sign in. No, which one it is. Okay, go up to inventory. Huh, it's not doing that. I don't know. Let's see. Choose Autopista. What is the learning curve from easy to extreme difficulty in your opinion? Autopista is so easy. What I'm doing right now, it says reset inventory. Where did it say that? What I'm doing right now is something you would never end up doing. The reason I'm doing this is it's not resyncing because I don't have Macari hooked up. So I need to go back to this. Accounts, settings, reset inventory. Okay. Let's do, hold on. Reset Macari. Submit. Reset in progress. This may take a minute. Be patient. Refer back to your inventory manager. Please be patient. Refer back to your inventory. Okay, so it's going to reset. It'll just take a minute, it says. So it just says it's going to take a minute for it to go back. Okay, so we'll go back there later. So I had to take Macari off for it to resync. It'll eventually do that. Boop. But as far as Autopista being easy, it's super easy. All you do to cross list is sync everything in, hit the button, cross list is over your dashboard. You just set everything up like what your offers want to be. I do 10% off my offers on anything. Anybody that likes my item, it sends out offers automatically. You set up your recreates. I recreate 100 items a day on all these platforms. and it shares on Poshmark, and you can just shut this down. It's a set it and forget it type of deal. So you never have to come back over to it again. All right, back to this. It won't even let me do it won't let me do a sync or anything yet. But it said wait, be patient. It will have to reset. So sorry, guys. How many of you going? I mean, today we're doing 44. Today we're doing 44. Okay. Let's reset and keep going. All right. Next item. Carhartt. I don't pick these up anymore, but they were in my winter storage unit. So all my winter clothing and fall clothing, I picked these up. These are Carhartt Relax Fit something or other pants. Right here was the number, so very easy for me to look up and list the exact same pair of pants. These sold for $17. I bought them for $5 on Poshmark. Again, you're welcome, Tammy. I'm really particular about picking up Carhartt. You guys know that. For pants, I'm picking up Carhartt FR, flame resistant, flame retardant. And I'm picking up like vintage jackets and stuff like that. These are going to go out here. Yeah, Autopista, what I just did, you'll never have to do that. Autopista is super easy. I have a video on YouTube about it. It's very, very, very easy. All right, that sold for $17, and I'm putting it in a priority envelope because it's Poshmark. And next item. Ooh, this is a good one. This is a good one, guys. I was on the fence of picking this one up because of the brand. I'm like, whoa. I think it's vintage. I think it's more vintage. What's my YouTube channel? Surfs Up Finds. If you go to surfsupfinds.com, I linked everything there. Or it's in my link tree. But yeah, I linked everything there. You can check it out. All right. So this right here sold for I think 60 or 80 bucks. I don't think I put it down. This is a Dickies chore denim jacket that is blanket lined. Blanket lined Dickies, which is not a brand a lot of people pick up, including myself, ever. This might be the only time I've ever sold this brand. I think it sold for 60 or 80. I'd have to look it up. I'd have to look at my Poshmark. Sold a ton. Does Linktree cost money? There's a free version of Linktree. You can get a free Linktree version. The one I did, I pay, it was super cheap. But again, remember, anything you do for your business, including Autopista, eBay store, Linktree, all of that is a 100% write-off when you do your taxes. So when you're doing, I know it sucks to pay stuff up front, but anything you guys do with your business is a tax write-off. It's a tax write-off. So that's a 100% tax write-off. From the dashboard, under Mercari, click Edit. From the dashboard, under Mercari. Okay, never mind. It got it. All right, so let's go over. If you're still on here, we'll go over. Boom. 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 All right. Sorry, guys. If you're over here, you guys already know how it goes. Maybe. All right. So we're over here on Autopista. You're in your Autopista. You're going to go up here. Brad Leatherman, BL. Inventory is your cross lister. Analytics is where you're going to see all your information. Dashboard is where you're going to do all your automation. So right here, there's a resync button. All you do is hit resync and continue. I'm just doing a quick sync, and it's going to sync in anything I listed on eBay. We'll see what I have listed on eBay, and we'll do it in real time right now. Anything I listed on eBay, or Poshmark or Mercari, wherever you list your items, it's going to pull them in to Autopista. So just kind of like that thing, it's going to pull them into Autopista, and then from there, you'll cross-listing them over to other platforms. So that's what. Morning, Dana. What's up? Buck Mountain. Yep, it's on Surfs Up Fine Stock on YouTube. On YouTube. So it takes a few minutes, and then I'll sync everything up. Importing my listings. Importing my listings. Okay, so I actually had 18 listings that I have not cross-listed. It's because I went to Great Wolf Lodge yesterday. Okay, so here we go. We just imported all these items. I list on eBay. I imported them. Now what I want to do is I want to cross-list my items onto Poshmark. I'm going to hit click, add, list on Poshmark. And now I'm going to go down here and click this button right here. And it just cross-listed it over to Poshmark. So now that item is on Poshmark. Done. Want to list it to Depop? I click on that button. And see how it pulled in all my inventory and everything and my price and all the sizes and all that stuff? Now I'm going to list it over to Depop. So now those items are on Depop and Poshmark. Don't worry about that. Depop and Poshmark. And they're doing all the sharing and everything else over there. So I need to cross-list these, but that's how long it takes. Super duper easy. You just saw firsthand how to do it. Super duper easy. All right. Vintage Dickies is trending right now. Curious if a girl or guy bought that. Audra, I could look. Let me look. Poshmark. That Dickies sold for $70 to James. It sold to a James. So that Dickies sold for $70. And I almost didn't buy it because it was Dickies brand. You know it's a holiday, right? I know. I just don't want to pack everything later on. I received, see Rich, what's up? I received an email from eBay this weekend stating I was enrolled in an international shipping program. I guess that is a new perk for good sellers. Sold a Napa Sterling coat to Canada next day. Yes. Great. Yeah, if you're newer and eBay trusts you, then you'll be enrolled in the international shipping program, which is awesome. The international shipping program on eBay is awesome. It just opens, obviously, your store to the world. You don't get a ton of sales, but when you do make those sales, you never have to deal with those items again. Started Autopista Saturday, sold 2 items quickly on Poshmark, which paid my monthly sub costs. There you go, Randy. Every time we talk about it. Not needing to send offers alone was worth it. That part was starting to annoy me. I know. I 100% agree. It pays for itself. Plus, it's a write-off at the end of the year. So whatever plan you have, you write it off. I had a few tags, Figs, Vero, because eBay said they were fake. Has that happened to anyone? I've heard in the past Figs be Veroed, but I've never had Figs Veroed. Agreed, Randy. Yep, there you go. People agree with you, Randy. Do you make a physical copy of your store receipts and then ink when it wears off? I don't. Sophia, it's so easy. If someone is cross-listing to Mercari, watch the shipping option. I switched from FedEx to UPS because don't have FedEx here. Okay, there you go. Yeah, if you're cross-listing to Mercari, make sure the shipping looks right. What is the pink tree you're picky you post on Depop? What's the pink tree you picky what you post to Depop? Ask that question again, Laura. Autopasta and Tech and Sports Group are 2 of the most useful things I pay for as a reseller. Thankfully, Surf does not charge me. I definitely don't charge you. And I've always said, if I were to pay for a group, it would be Tech and Sports Group. I trust that guy. Do all platforms do USPS shipping? Yes, most platforms do. Mercari, you do heavier stuff usually goes out UPS, but you can decide what shipping you want to do on eBay under shipping policies. Just got to make sure Autopasta doesn't change the category when cross-listing. Sometimes it changes the gender or long sleeve to short sleeve, especially on Poshmark. Yeah, if you're listing 10 items a day and you're cross-listing, you can click on that item to cross-list over to Poshmark and just scroll down to make sure everything looks right, and then hit cross-list. Make sure it's in the women's section or whatever. Hello from the ocean cruising. Dora! Ocean cruising! Lucky! What's up? Let's see. I had my 2,000 credits for cross-listing last night. Have to wait till tomorrow to do more. Hey, you're only 1 day out. Dana, but that's awesome. If you do need more credits to cross-list on Autopasta, which I've never had to do, but it happens, you can buy more. It's not, and it's like not that expensive to buy more. Can you batch list? You cannot batch list. You cannot batch list. But I think it's coming. Bolo, Limbs hiking shoes. LEMS hiking shoes. Let's go, C. Rich. Thanks for the Bolo. I've never heard of that brand. Let's go ahead, lock this boy up. Dickies sold for $70 on Poshmark. Let's go. What's up, E? Okay, Dora, what cruise are you sailing on? What cruise ship? What cruise ship are you sailing on? Name the cruise ship, and I know the cruise line. Name the cruise ship. Kit Kat, you coming back in? All right. Sorry, guys. That was a big U-turn. We're coming back. Detour. Now we're U-turning. I bought this off of Bearded Thrifters Whatnot. He did a clothing Whatnot, and I bought this off of it. Brand new with tags. I think I got it for like $12. It is a Southern Tide. I sold it for $32. Just a Southern Tide cotton quarter zip. Bought it from Whatnot. Sourced from Whatnot from Bearded. Because people don't go. Norwegian. All right, Norwegian. There we go. We're in Costa Maya, Mexico now. Let's go. Costa Maya has that beautiful, when you walk right off, you can go to like the bird sanctuary and walk around the port. It's really cool. Again, Poshmark, so I want to make sure this is going in a priority poly mailer. How do you answer your questions like how many times you've washed or worn your items? How do you answer questions like how many times you washed or worn your items? When I've gotten those questions every once in a while, I say this item was thrifted. It doesn't smell or have any issues with it, so I don't know how many times it's been washed or worn. A lot of times I'll get people that'll ask on running shoes, like how many miles are on those running shoes, and I'll just say I don't know. Just like that. Simple. Boop. Okay. You can do a draft and list 3 places at once in Autopista. Okay, there you go. So Bobby says you can do your draft in Autopista and list in 3 places from there. There you go. But I know for a fact, she said, what if I made a button where you hit it and it cross-lists to all the platforms at once? Imagine that. So I think I think they're working on that. Dolphins and flamingos. Yeah. Yep. Dolphins too. You look down on those. Bolo. Women's on-cloud hiking boots called Cloud Rock sold for $135 Poshmark. Paid $6. Okay. On-cloud Cloud Rock hiking boots. Those are probably good right now. Anyone know if I can do a SKU on eBay listing? I can track what I pay for the stuff. Yeah. You can put your SKU in one of the columns and on your eBay listing and how much you pay. I don't do that though. Next item, maybe I didn't print off a label for this, but it's a North Face. Next item, LL Bean, made in the USA. This is definitely a good purchase. It's very, very faded, but it's a made in the USA, and it's a flannel-lined LL Bean shirt. You get these new, they're still great, but these faded ones made in the USA, I don't know why people like these so much. But this sold for $28. $28. I bought it for $5 on Poshmark. I have a Cleveland Indians Hello Kitty plush pillow. I can't figure out the price. Huh. Hello Kitty pillow plush. Cleveland Indians. That's kind of random. I don't know. It might be like a, what's up, YOLO Flips? It might be like a made in China, like small market type of thing. But Cleveland Indians, anything's popular right now because the team went away. Man, I miss cruises. Haven't been on one since the pandemic. Cam, they're back to normal. Everything's the same. And they're there for a while, like at buffets, they served you and stuff like that. They're the same now. They're pre-pandemic cruising. Here's an LL Bean blazer. So a lot of times these have metal buttons, almost every time. These LL Bean blazers have metal buttons. They're very polyester feeling. But yeah, LL Bean blazer. This one sold for $35. You guys know I'll pick up blazers. Good morning. How was your weekend? What's up, Terry? Weekend was good. So I didn't talk about this. If you guys are just now joining, first thing I said when coming in was thank you to all the veterans and current active military people. Because you guys deserve everything in this world. Everything. I have the most respect for the military. Number 2, My dog, I was late this morning because my dog, I took her to get fixed. So she's getting fixed right now. This sold again for $35, paid $7.99. And then the weekend was good. 44 sales. Yesterday, we spent the whole day at the Great Wolf Lodge. So yesterday, we went to Great Wolf Lodge. Everything is the same now. Yep, everything's the same now. Boop. I don't know why I'm getting so many calls and stuff. All right. That's going out. That's it for Poshmark. Other than that North Face, I need to do. All right, we're on to eBay, guys. On to eBay. I know, how fun. Great Wolf was fun. My dog is bat shit. Bat shit. Listen. Selling. You go to solds. Orders. Okay. I took my dog into this place. So, little thing. You ship so slow. K-Way, go ship all your Jambled and whatnot orders. I'm glad I'm not you. I hate shipping whatnot orders. So this is what happened this morning. This is what I had to go through. So our vet, they'll charge you, it was like $1,200 to do, to spade her and to do like hip, some sort of x-ray they tried to do. We're like, There's a place near us that will spade your animals. It's through the city for super cheap. It's like, it was $140. But everyone takes their dogs and cats there. So when I got there this morning, there were 50 people in front of me in line at 7 a.m. this morning with all their puppies and their cats, puppies mostly. And I have a puppy. So imagine how that looked with 50 people. I have scratches all over. It was crazy. It was nuts. K-Way should be getting a pile of Pokemon cards from Bearded Suit. I know. He said, let's go in there and call him a nerd because Pokemon's so nerdy. And then he spends $150. I told Bearded this morning, though, if you go to Whatnot and watch those Pokemon or baseball card opening pack shows where they open the packs up and all that stuff, I swear that is gambling. That is like, you get a high from that because you look, it's like, what's it going to be? Oh, I hit. Oh, yes. That's worth money. Let me get another pack. Oh, I didn't hit. Well, maybe if I get another pack, I'm going to hit. It's like gambling. It's gambling. Same feeling. Stadium giveaway. Look for the pillow. Do back check on the Cleveland Stadium giveaway. That may help. There you go. Stadium giveaway on that Cleveland Indians Hello Kitty. Love your helmets behind you. Surfing outside. The colors look fantastic. Thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah. Those right there I showed earlier in this live. If you want to go back and watch that later. I love Pokemon. I know LA Thrifter. A lot of people love Pokemon. That's why it's so popular. I was never into Pokemon, except for I used to play the game on my Game Boy Color during class in 7th grade. I can remember it. Carbon for Cobalt. I don't buy a ton of these, but this is just a Henley Carbon for Cobalt. Listing these for around $20 or less. This sold for $17.99 on eBay. It actually sold very, very quickly. The reason I know that's because it's got my new shipping station or my new picture station on it. So I took my dog to that same place to get his teeth cleaned. It was very chaotic. Yeah. So yep, Indiana. Very chaotic over in Fishers or over in Noblesville. They wanted to know if we wanted a toe trim or whatever. But you know what? If you can't afford like what these vets charge, it's a perfect place. And I thought, my wife and I are like, listen, they're like the McDonald's of spading, right? They just do it over and over and over again. They could probably do it with their eyes closed. So I probably trust them more than a vet. I'm writing that off as a business expense. Okay, tell me how you're going to write off Pokemon cards as a business expense. I want to know. Because you rated Bearded second, you're a bad friend because you had a Whatnot show and you rated someone else. And then you felt bad for our good friend Bearded because you didn't rate him and you got back on. Awful friend. Awful friend. Okay, next item, Travis Matthew hat. You know the deal with these. Bought these for $5 a piece. Sold this one for $15. Sold 4 Travis Matthew hats over the weekend. So good selling weekend for these. I'm giving them away on a Whatnot. Oh. Yep, there you go. Right off. Giving them away in a Whatnot. Yep. You buy stuff. If you hold a Whatnot show and you buy an iPad to do a giveaway, that's a write-off. It's part of your business expense for that show. So for that show, it's a write-off. Now, it does cost money, and it sucks paying for that, but at the end of the year, you get that back. They started banning Pokemon cards in schools as they were apparently a distraction. Yes, they were. Thank God. At homework, my son would go crazy, not be able to have his favorite things. Yeah, they banned... When I was a teacher, we banned... I mean, it went from silly bans to Pokemon cards to, like, everything. Anything that got in style. K-Way's a smart man. Doer, let's not make his head get any bigger. If you've seen him on camera, his head's just so big. It keeps getting bigger and bigger. And it's not good. Please don't send any invoice with this. Okay. I never do anyways. Do you still think highly of Elon Musk? Yes. So don't come in here with politics. Elon Musk, I'm telling you right now, he is going to be... They're going to look back and say he was one of the biggest people of our time. Elon Musk was one of the biggest people of our time. Don't get political. Don't get political. He bought a social media platform that anyone can talk on and not get kicked off unless they break the law. He created a satellite system that gives you internet anywhere in the world. Anywhere in the world. So Ukraine, he gave thousands of internet what are they called? Starlink to the people in Ukraine where they can get internet anywhere in the world. Created the electric car, the Tesla, best-selling car in the world. Making rockets to go into outer space, go to Mars, go whatever. He's helping NASA retrieve people from outer space. Yes, Elon Musk is a genius. There's no denying that. If you don't like him because he backed Trump, don't like him because he backed Trump, but you can't deny he's created thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of jobs and contributed to our world in a lot of ways. All right, next item is this. And the funny thing is, if you want to, this is a Polo Ralph Lauren heavy, thick tweed wool Polo Ralph Lauren pants. These sold on eBay for $47.99. I bought them for $5. The funny thing is, Elon Musk was a Democrat his entire life. And a Democrat his entire life. The Democrats loved him. Clean energy. All of it. And then he decided, I'm not for that anymore. So he became, now all of a sudden they all hate him. They all hate him. They like him when it benefited them, but they hate him when he decided to go somewhere else. So he's a genius. That's all I'm saying about Elon Musk. He's a genius. The man's a genius. Yep. Genius of geniuses. You can't deny that. Like, I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. He's a genius of geniuses. So that's what I think. So yes, I love Elon Musk. And if you want to talk politics, we can go on to the Democratic side. I like Taylor Swift. And she is probably the biggest celebrity in the world over the past year or two, or at least entertainer in the world. And she, to the world, said, I endorse Kamala Harris. I endorse, guess what? I still think Taylor Swift is a trendsetter, and she's probably one of the biggest females of the decade. What's the average time your listings take to sell? It depends on how much I price them at. If I price them to sell, for example, these are 511 pants. I listed these at $21.99, but Autopista sold and went for a best offer at $19.79. These sold probably within 90 days, 3 months. But if I would have listed these at $17, they would have sold even faster, probably within 30 days. So as long as you have an item that's in demand, people are buying it, and you list it competitively, you can sell that item quickly. Did he say why he flipped sides? Yes, you'll have to go watch that. You'll have to go watch it. I know why, but I don't want to get into all that stuff. How many items do you have total on eBay? I have over 1,200 items on eBay. Yes, exactly. Smitty, same way. So you want to know why he switched sides? Look at this. Elon Musk is a genius. He knows the world economy as much as anyone because he sells his cars around the world. He owns one of the biggest platforms around the world with X, so he knows what everyone's talking about, and he owns the satellites around the world, right? So he has a pretty good idea what's going around the world and what's gone on in the US. And he decided that I'm not going for the left anymore because of X, Y, and Z, and I'm going to go for the right. I don't even think he's a Trump supporter. I just think he was anti-left. And when one of the smartest men in our generation does something like that, you might have to research why that happened. Maybe there's some facts. Maybe there's something going on that he knows that not a lot of people are paying attention to. What Levi's do I recommend picking up? Levi's with the number 560 silver tab, an orange tab. So they'll have an orange tab on their label. Another cool feature about Autopista is advanced offer settings. No other program have that. Okay, advanced offer. Like you can exclude a different percentage or your new tags. Yeah, so when you're sending out offers on Autopista, if you want to have a really like quick selling system, anytime it gets relisted every 28 days, you can mark it down a certain percent. So 10%. Every time it gets relisted, you can mark it down and down and down until it sells. He's watching and listening to everything. He's watching and listening to everything. Yep. Yeah. So there's some other comments in here. You guys can talk about that later and stuff, but whatever. Next item is this Polo Ralph Lauren quarter zip 3XB. I normally don't buy these, but this is a 3XB. This sold within about a week and a half. I sold the blue one, I think, last week. This sold for $24.29. Again, another Autopista sale. Someone accepted the offer. And I'm one of those people, my YouTube keeps farting. Duluth men's flannel line pants, how much do you list those for? Right around $24, $27. Elon Musk is a visionary. He sure is. And listen, I am one of those people, I do not care. I do not care. I'm like in the mid. I've always been in the middle. I've voted both sides. I don't care if if you're gay. I don't care if you're an adult and we're born a man, but you want to be called Jessica. I don't care. That doesn't affect me. Good for you. I have a ton of gay friends. I don't care. Like if someone like an abortion, that's none of my business. I don't care. What I care is what affects my life and my family's life and what's good for the world. Like I don't want World War III or something like that. So, and I don't care if someone says I voted left or I voted right. I don't care. I still like you. I don't care. How often do you go sourcing, and do you mainly source at Goodwill? Yes. Here in Indiana, in Indianapolis, we're so consumed by Goodwill. All we have is Goodwill. We need a competitor to come in. We don't. All we have is Goodwill. So I source Goodwill only for the most part for thrift stores. I will hit garage sales and stuff when I see them. But yes, if I could go sourcing all day, every day, I would. I just can't because I have so much inventory. I used to go, when I was part-time, I'd go sourcing every day after work, and I'd hit 3 thrift stores on my way home. So Monday through Friday, every day after I taught, I would hit the thrift stores on my way home. That was how I did. Ditto. J-Licious. Yep. What's up, Southern? Yep. Do you pick up any Ralph Lauren big shirts on the tag? Yes. Ryan, Ralph Lauren big shirts. They're button-up shirts, and they say the big shirt on them. Pick those up. Audra will sit here and sell you too. Those are in style. They're oversized. People are wearing those as cardigans. Those are in style. Those always sell for around $22 for me. Yeah. So y'all, if you want to come in and you don't like that about me, I get it. But really, I'm just teaching people how to resell and stuff like that. Every once in a while, I'll talk about personal stuff, and I'm happy to. But yeah, this is cool. This brand just doesn't do as well as it used to. It did really, really well. It was like one of the hottest bolos for a long time. It just doesn't bring the money like it used to. It's still a pickup for me. It's still a pickup for me. Don't get me wrong. This sold for $19.99, but this would have sold for like $28 as Henley back in the day. Yeah, I do, Sophia, I'm the same way. She says, I'm with you. I always say, you do you and I do me. Same way. I always, you do you, I do me. You do you, I do me. You do you, I do me. Like I said, I've voted on both sides too in the past. I've voted both sides, both parties. And I've not voted before too, on purpose. I never expected to catch my first live and have read about politics. Chrissy, we're talking about Elon Musk, how genius he is. I drive a Tesla too. That's before he turned over either. This is a Patagonia. I picked this up. I don't know if I was live thrifting. This had, you guys know you'll get these winter jackets and they'll have like discoloration all throughout. I don't know if it was like dirty snow or whatever on the sleeves and everything. I shot it with that spray wash, put it in the washer, and it came out perfect. So people passed this up because it was dirty. Sold it for $71.99. $71.99. Maybe, but I don't know how to do it on here on Restream. This sold $71.99, and this is going to go out just in a poly mailer. Where do I surf in Indiana, Jet? I surf the thrift stores. I just cruise down the aisles, catch really good items like this Patagonia, and keep on going. Keep on going. I just surf the thrift stores, my guy. I just grabbed one this weekend. One of these, like this, Ryan. Again, brands like Patagonia and Cool, even though I just said that, those are brands that if they have flaws or whatever, it's still worth maybe getting if you get it for the right price. Now, people skipped over that one. Not me. I'll take a chance. That's my lottery ticket. You guys know I always talk about that, being a lottery ticket. Next item, this is a James purse. James purse used to be a better brand for me. It still sells well. New tags, James purse women's shirt. Very basic women's, like, low cut neck shirt. This sold for $26.99 on eBay. No, the big shirt for Ralph Lauren. Yeah, the big shirt for Ralph Lauren, right? I don't know if I have any left. Those sell so quick, Ryan. Oh, the big shirt. Got you. Yeah, you grabbed one this weekend. Yeah, anytime you guys see the big shirt, grab it. What's going on, Line Creek? Line Creek, I need to text you. Next item, Holly. Thought about that. How you liking the new assembly line with the backdrop? Southern, I love my new, this is what I have to say about my new photography station. I love it. Even though it's quicker to do this, I feel like I'm taking a little bit more time because it's right here to make like the arms look better and the collar look down better and stuff like that. So I've got to just remember, like, it doesn't have to be a perfect picture. It's still quicker than me laying on the ground probably. But yeah, that's the one thing. I find myself standing here, but having a TV up there is great. Having a TV up there is great. Listen to music or whatever. Next item is speaking of Line Creek, this is a Travis Matthew hat. Still have some of these lying around. Bought this for $5, sold it for $20 over on eBay. Get that retail arbitrage going. Welcome, fellow Californian. There you go. Vernon, what's up from California? Yeah, Vernon comes in here. And Vernon, California. I know I've been reselling too long because I have FOMO missing out on good estate sales while cruising. Oh, don't look at estate sale. Don't look at estate sale stuff when cruising because you know those items are there. At least you know Goodwill and places you don't know what's there. You know what? When you're on the cruise, it's best just to not get on the internet. Dora, I know it's hard not to. Can you talk about best items to pick up from LL Bean? Never sure what's good and what are the brands or what from LL Bean. Sure, Brian. So if you were here earlier, I sold 2 LL Bean items on Poshmark. One of them was a blazer and one of them was a flannel lined shirt. So LL Bean, I like, if I can get them under $7, flannel lined jeans, flannel lined shirts, I thought I had one down here. Shimmy. Yeah. These shirts right here, he's like, a lot of times they'll say it right here on the tag, like the chamois or camis, whatever those. But these LO Bean shirts right here that are really thick, I like those. I like the LL Bean Rugby where they have the big lines through here in the thick collar, long sleeve. I like those LL Bean. Those are some of the things I can do. You can't help it. Yeah. Do you have a link for the photo lights you use? Yeah. So the link for my photo lights that I use, everything that I use, including these, if you go to surfsupfinds.com, you're going to see a link to Autopista. You're going to see a link to Amazon where it has all the stuff I use, including those lights that I just got, which are, I like those lights because you can unplug them and move them around. They're chargeable and they didn't like completely break the bank. Is it okay to ship hats in a poly bag? American Girl auctions, I don't. Well, it just depends on the hat. If it's like if it's a hat that like a beanie, yes. But if it's got a bill on it, I highly recommend shipping it in a box. This is a 8x6x4 box. I've never had any problems with that. So I would recommend that. That's what I would recommend. Here's a Nike. This sold quick because it's on my new backdrop. Nike 2XL, just older, gray tag swoosh. Gray tag. It's just got a blue swoosh right there. Nothing special about this. $34.99. I agree. Smart man. There you go. Thanks. Thanks. The lamb's wool sweaters are good too. Okay, yes. So LL Bean lamb's wool sweaters and those LL Bean, they're lamb's wool too. I haven't found one in probably years. The fisherman sweater. The fisherman LL Bean sweaters. So if you can get the one, they look like they have a whole bunch of little dots all over it. Fisherman sweaters. And then also the LL Bean sweaters that are really chunky cable knit. Flannels for the win. Memphis reseller. What's up, Memphis reseller? Yeah, flannels for the win. This is going out in ground. $34.99, paid $5.99 for this. I think boxes are better for hats. Yeah, I always ship them in boxes. And to be honest, these boxes I got, they're from Supply Hut. I think I got these off eBay. I'm pretty sure. Really, really inexpensive for these boxes. Supply Hut. They're 8x6x4. They were pretty inexpensive. I don't have those linked. How much was that Nike? $5.99 for that Nike. I sold it for $34.99. $34.99. And again, if you're new in here, buy or pay shipping for everything. I also have my labels printed out, making sure it's going to the right person. And that is going to Andrew. Did I put a label on that last one? I didn't. I'm like, where's the label at? Okay. Next item is another pair of corduroy pants. Polo Ralph Lauren corduroy pants. This is the second pair I've sold during this live or sold this weekend packing. A pair of Polo Ralph Lauren corduroy pants. These are newer. These are not pleated. These are flat front. The other ones were pleated. And these sold for $24.29. Another Autopista sale. Had quite a few Autopista sales this weekend. These are going out padded flat rate envelope. You guys know that's how I do pants. Oh yeah, happy Veterans Day. Go think of that. Yeah, guys, think of that. So we talked about that earlier too. My kids have been singing, both of them, their Veterans Day songs, like for the past month. My son did the Air Force, and my daughter is just doing like a song that's like a veteran song. But yeah, my son's doing the Air Force, so he's been practicing that, and they're doing that today, which is cool. And in my household, we talk about how important military members are, veterans and current military service members are. It's a big part of how we talk about that in our house. Okay, that's sold. Next item is a pair of Carhartt. Okay, next is a pair of Carhartt overall or coveralls. So these are coveralls, and they are lined like insulated lined like that, right? Carhartt, this type of Carhartt to pick up. I remember picking these up at an estate sale, and I got in first. It was one of those ones where you get a little number and you put it on your shirt. And I went straight back to the closet because these were in a picture, and I bought these for $25. I remember it clearly. They sold for $59.99, and I went back there and got this and some other stuff, and a lady came in and was like, "Oh, those overall, those were the only thing I wanted here." It's like, sorry. Like, usually I'm nice, but when it comes to that, like, no, sorry, I waited in line. This is my business. Sorry. What's up, Blended? Can I play tonight? Combs, I want to play tonight. Combs, I want to play tonight. You playing tonight? I want to play every night, Combs. Sometimes I just have stuff to do or be with the wifey and, be with the wifey. Big deal. Awesome. Big deal here today, too. What's going on in Canada, Mariah? What's going on in Canada today? Adidas items are starting to make a comeback for me. Sold a cropped women's jacket for $55 before vacation. Doer, really? That's good to know. I know the Adidas pants are doing well. Some of those old swishy pants. And also the ones that are like shiny. Audra talked about those before. But yeah, this is going out UPS. It was cheaper. Dear Surfs, cannot cross-list in Mercari. It shows Autopista unable to contact Mercari API. Any idea how to fix this? Vernon, everyone's having that problem right now with Mercari. So I bet she'll put an announcement out today, like, working with Mercari, we'll get a fix soon. So yeah, this morning everyone had an issue with Mercari. In my live, I was showing how to sync stuff, and I had to completely detach Mercari because I'm already like in dispute with Mercari about something. Great channel, Surf. Love the way you've been making your videos lately. You look like the Prince William. Oh, thank you, C. Bourbon. Appreciate you. I actually haven't been making a lot of videos lately. My favorite videos to make are with the GoPro and thrifting and talking. Those are my favorite videos to make, like in different places. So I would love to just travel and thrift and talk about the experience. Okay, another item, full asking price. Retail arbitrage, another one of these. Big wool buffalo plaid with the Sherpa lining, new with tags. Sold this for $130 on eBay. $130 on eBay. Today is our Veterans Day. All right, there we go. Veterans Day in Canada too, guys. My Adidas and Nike's hoodies are selling. Let's go, Kim. All right. We know that. We gotta keep listing that stuff then, guys. Adidas and Nike starting to sell again. There for a while, that stuff was not selling. I'm gonna put this in a bag. I have several members of my family that are vets. Well, I give all the respect to veterans. My uncle was a veteran, my dad's brother. He's no longer around, but that's the only veteran in our family. He was in the Navy. All right. The problem is right now, I don't want to put this in a box without a bag, and my bags are coming in tomorrow. So I get 10-gallon wastebasket bags. Those are what I put stuff in like this. Super easy just to keep them dry, keep them good. But yeah. C. Rich says, how was the Great Wolf Lodge? It was good. Tell you what, though, it's a long day in there. Like, I could probably go there for about 3 or 4 hours and be good. I'm good. 3 or 4 hours and I'm good. I have a sailor and an airman. There you go, Momo. You know, Barry D is in the Air Force. If you guys are new to this, Barry D, he just hasn't been called out recently, but he's in the Air Force. Airman and a sailor. There you go. Sailor for the Navy. Sailor for the Navy. All right. That is in there. It's not beautiful, though. It is not beautiful. Checking all the time, making sure we're good. We're good. Sorry, this is a long one, guys. We got talking about Elon Musk. We got trying to figure out Mercari and Autopista, shipping out 44 items. We're doing a lot in here today. I apologize. This is a brand that K-Way shop used to tell me to pick up, but I don't pick them up. I did pick these up new with tags. I don't know if he picks these up anymore either. I feel like he said recently he doesn't pick them up anymore. You'd have to ask him. But these are Mavi. These were new with tags. Bought them for $5, sold them for $30. And these were on my new shipping station. Yep, there you go. Okay, got you. All the totes by your side, are those what you need to be photographed? Good question, Shannon. No. So the way I have it, I have a storage unit where I keep a whole bunch of totes. And so what I'll do now, maybe I'll go thrift for a day, bring in all my inventory. I'll put spring stuff in totes, spring and summer, shorts, polos. And then I'll put pants and long sleeves and jackets in another tote. The summer and spring, I'll take over to my storage unit. So right now I'm taking out of my storage unit fall and winter. Once it's listed, I bring it in here and put it in a light category. So this is actually my inventory that is already listed. This is 1,200 items, maybe 1,000, and then another 200 in the other room. But I put all my items in like item bins. So this bin, these are all new with tag Levi's. So whenever I sell an item, I just like your closet at home, I know where it is. Like, oh, my Under Armour polo shirts are in this bin over here. I just know where all my bins are. I go there and get my item. That's how I do it. Saves me time by not having to do an inventory SKU system and double bag it and all that stuff. It's really easy for me to do. UBS has a new Q box on their site. Way Out mentioned it this morning. Really? Momo, like what does it look like? I love these. I love these large mailing boxes. Not flat rate, large mailing boxes. I really, really like these. And I can't get those at the postal service. These are going out padded flat rate as well. I have a blue jean pair that's sitting of Mavi. Yeah, I don't buy Mavi unless they're new with tags. Gladys, what's up? Thanks. Gladys, always coming in. Always bringing a smile to my face. Yeah, Mavi, I just don't pick up those jeans anymore. I never picked them up though, really. But I know K-Way did, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't pick them up anymore either. I'm pretty sure. Like I said, you'll have to ask him. Here's a pair of Michael Meyer. Is this not Michael Meyer right here? Look at these overalls. These are flame resistant Under Armour. Flame resistant Under Armour overalls, but they have Lily here. So I'm in Indianapolis, and Lily's headquarters is here in Indy. So obviously this is someone that worked at Lily. These sold for $39.99. I probably paid $10 for these, maybe. Had to leave the live, but I have to go do some adulting. All right, go do some adulting. Enjoy that California sun and weather. It's getting colder here. Almost done. I know, Felix. Felix, we sidetracked for a little while. Do you do flat rate shipping on certain things? Southern, I don't. I actually don't, Mac. I don't do flat rate shipping on anything on eBay. Everything I do is calculated shipping on eBay. The only flat rate, I guess I do flat rate on jeans and blazers. I do flat rate padded envelope. So on jeans and blazers and some pants, I do flat rate padded envelope. That's the only thing I do flat rate on. I was thrown off Depop because I listed a curling iron and they denied my appeal. What's up with the app? Any suggestions? Depop sucks when it comes to that stuff. They just kick you off for nothing and you can't even argue about it. It sucks. So what I did was create a new Depop account. You have to have a different phone number and a different email address and use a different device. So I used my wife's phone number. I use my iPad and I use my other email address. And I have another Depop account now. But I'm very careful on what I cross-list, answering questions and everything else. So getting rain later today here in California, trying to beat it. All right, you go do that adulting. Don't get rained on. Don't melt. So I would contact them, and if they don't say anything or can't help you out, I would try to get a new Depop account like what I told you how to do it. Next one is this is a Miss Hook. So you're going to see this brand not very often, but you will see Miss Look. If there's an L in there, Miss Look with an L, you do not want the one with an L. Do not want that one. So just FYI. Miss Hook, you do. This sold for $65. I bought it for $4 with my son. How about them Colts? And now Colts suck. I'm not like K-Way. K-Way gets so butthurt about his Titans. The Titans suck. But he thinks they're still going to probably be in the Super Bowl, even though they've won 2 games. The Colts suck too. Until we get a good quarterback, we're not going to be good. So the Colts are not good. I don't expect them to beat many teams, but they will beat the Titans. Flat rate shipping costs for the buyer. If you don't, there's a reason you choose flat rate shipping costs for the buyer. If you don't, is there a reason you choose overground? What's PFRE, Mac? I do calculate it, but just always done calculate it. That's what you're talking about. Auto posture is great. Question. On eBay, when they relist, do you have to go back and put your promoted rate? American Girl Auction. What you need to do, okay? You need to go into this live once I stop here in a little bit and go back and we go through eBay on how to fix that. So you can, if you have a store and your store has flannels in it, so you have a section of your store with flannels, you can run a campaign or a promotion on flannels until forever. So like it starts today and then ends forever, like continuously. So anytime you list into this category, it gets promoted. Anytime you relist an item into this category, it gets promoted. That's how you get around that. Are you doing some promotions with your store on Black Friday? I'm going to probably run sales that whole week. So Thanksgiving, I'm actually going to be gone that whole week. So I'm going to run a sale that whole week on eBay, especially since my Poshmark and Depop will have to be turned off. Here's a pair of True Religion. The reason I bought these is because they're like mini corduroy. They're mini corduroy, and for some reason, the mini corduroy, they were doing well. So yeah, these did pretty well. They sold for $28.99. Bought them for $5. The Lions' last-minute win of the night was amazing. I don't know if I saw that, but I did watch the last-minute win of the Chiefs. Lucky Duckies. That team just dodges bullets left and right. So you used another device. Do you need your wife's phone every time you respond? No, Jamie. So when doing Depop, like I said, when I got a new Depop account, I used her phone number. And then I used a different device and a different email address. She never gets messages about Depop on her phone. It just comes on my device with the Depop app. So I have it on my iPad and I use it on my computer. But I use it on my iPad mostly, like you would on a phone. So no, it never comes on that other number. So yeah, it's kind of easy to get around it if you get kicked off. Are you doing some promo? Okay, just wanted to make sure I got all those. 7 by 1.5 longs, or 7 by quarter by 6 and a quarter cube box size. Okay, so 7.5 or 7.25 by 7.25 by 6.5. So that's probably about this size. This is an 8 by 8. We're talking about UPS.com, USPS.com, the US Postal Service.com. They have a cubic box there that's 7.25 by 7.25 by 6.5. So similar to this box. Trying to think of what you could fit in that box. Maybe a hat, shirt if you don't want it to be in a poly mail or something like that. The Falcons, and to be mentioned at the moment. Tough weekend for Georgia sports. Hey, I rooted for the Falcons to win that game, by the way. Lions, Texans won in that game. Oh, first half, then Lions came back like 19 unanswered points, right? That's what happened. I saw that. I did see that. I did watch that. I thought like the end of the gameplay or something. Maybe I didn't watch that part. I don't remember. Anyways, Polo Ralph Lauren shirt. This is a short sleeve 2XL, sold for $28. Polo Ralph Lauren, my favorite bread and butter brand. Can you do that trick getting the second account? Can you do that trick with the eBay getting a second account? I don't know. I've never been in trouble on eBay. Only thing on eBay I've been like warned with the Vero thing in the past, but I don't know with eBay, the trick with eBay. eBay gives you warnings and they talk to you and they give you a slap on the wrist. Depop just completely bans your account and doesn't give you a reason. Just your account's gone. You violated our policy. Don't email us again. This is a Donald Trump shirt. I put this in my Surf's Up group, Surf's Up reselling community, or I just put on my Facebook page. I said, you can like them or not like them, but the fact is, these are a bolo. They sell. This sold for $19.79, and it sold with an Autopista offer. $19.79. What are you turning off? I don't know. I didn't turn anything off. That's a number 4 box, I believe. Oh, okay. Gotcha, Mac. Gotcha, Mac. Good morning, Thrifty Duckies. What's up, Jen? Depop has to deal with children resellers. They do. Depop has to deal with all those children t-shirt boy resellers all the time. So they just say bye. Jamie says Depop sucks in capital letters. I know. Even JT got banned. So he talked to me on how to do that, how to get back on. So I'm trying to set up iPad, but we have what carrier do you use for Apple ID? I'm trying to use an Apple ID for business, only I don't know how. Google it? Yeah, Google it. I would say it just has to have a different IP address. So Depop recognizes that your iPhone has a certain IP address. If you use a different device, it sees that it's a different IP address, and you can sign up using a different IP address. So this shirt is Donald Trump shirt going to Felix in Chicago. Felix in Chicago. Felix. Yeah, Felix. Yeah, did you buy? That's crazy. Dude, next time just message me. Message me if you want that Donald Trump shirt. Next thing is LL Bean. Audra, if you're still on here, I put this on eBay as a hoodie on accident. I listed similar to someone else's, and they had a hoodie, and I didn't realize that. Someone caught it, messaged me and said, hey, you put that as a hoodie. I actually sold it with before I could even change it. So this is an LL Bean. Someone asked earlier, if ever you have a lined LL Bean flannel, they do well. They do well. This is going out ground. Going out ground. Oh, you said you were going somewhere and turning off something. I did say that. You're right. So I'm going on vacation on a cruise during Thanksgiving break. So what I'll have to do while on my cruise is turn my Poshmark store off and my Depop store off. My eBay store, I'm going to put in vacation mode where people can still buy things, but they'll have a message that their item won't ship until a week pretty much after they buy it, because I'm going to be gone for a week. So I'm going to run a sale on eBay while I'm gone to get some sales moving while I'm gone. Keep that money coming in. Dan the man. Gone. Okay, sold 2 more of these hats. 2 more of these hats, $5 a piece. So 10 into 40. 10 into 40. I'm going to put these, since there's 2 of them, in an 8x8x8 box. So that's what I'll do with these. Put them in a poly bag. But don't have my other bags yet. So that's it. Thanks for answering. Of course. You're welcome. Anytime. Answer anything. That's what these Mondays are for. And then somehow we get into politics. Somehow. Somebody talks about Elon Musk and it's like politics. It's like, what? Elon, just don't put yourself in politics. We won't have to talk about politics. All right. That's going out the door to Jeff. And whoop. Post office is closed today, by the way, everybody. These are going to go out tomorrow. I just want to get them out of the way. This is a Duluth Trading. I would not recommend picking this up. I've had this for a year. So Duluth Trading fleece quarter zip, half zip fleece. Duluth Trading, it sold for $17.09. So that was an Autopista sale. I would not pick these up. Do not pick these up. Don't do it. I still would not shop while cruising. Still need to make that money. Yes. There you go, Dora. Okay. Okay. So you can still shop. That's a good idea. What not shop while cruising? Earlier, I sold something I bought from Bearded's Whatnot. That Southern Tide. Yep. As a matter of fact, I texted K-Way yesterday because I saw he had a Whatnot show last night with random pulls. And I said, are you going to be pulling any double RL? He said no. So I didn't. I actually ended up buying a Colts hat from him. But yeah. Yeah, you can still source while you're on vacation too, guys. Good point, Dora. Sitting by the pool, sourcing. That's fun. That's fun to me. Next item is a Peter Millar EB66, whatever that stands for. That's a line of Peter Millar, but they sell pretty well. These sold for $26.99 super quickly. Super quickly. $26.99. I paid $5 for these. Now the next item is the last item, and I am selling these for dirt cheap. I bought them for $5 and I'm selling them for $10 because they just don't do well for anymore. I just don't buy them. They just don't sell for me. So, and I actually sold to a repeat buyer. The item is Under Armour. Under Armour polo shirts. They just don't sell for me very well. Very, very rarely do I find them that sell. They have to have a college on them that's well known, something like that. Under Armour polo shirt. This sold for $10. Good morning. Well, this is the last item we're shipping out. But if you missed this, it's over on my YouTube channel. You can watch it later. We did a lot of different things today. We've been on a long time. It's a resale classroom time with Surfs on Monday. Love learning. Learn from him in his comments. Yep, me too, Sophia. I learned from you guys. Like, how many bolos did we learn today from other people? Like at least 2 or 3. For sure. How do I increase my sales? I haven't had any sales for 3 days. There's a few ways of doing that. If you maybe recheck your item prices, see if they're competitive enough. You can run a sale if you have an eBay store. You can promote your items. But the main thing is buying really good items. For me, buying really good items and pricing them competitively. That will get you sales. Buying items that people are purchasing are in demand, even if it's a 50% sell-through rate. If you can price them right, you should be selling those items. But right now, if you want sales today, send out good offers. Send out offers. List more items too. My account got suspended. Do you know how long a suspension is for Depop? So on Depop, my account got completely suspended. Like you're gone, you're banned, you can never get on again on Depop. And I didn't even do anything wrong over there. And so I just created a different account. So that's what I did. But that's it, everybody. I am going to the dentist. Sorry this was long-winded. Appreciate all you guys being here. And I'll see you in the next one. Happy Veterans Day. Appreciate you, all you veterans out there and anyone that's currently serving in the military. Appreciate you for all your service. Thank you, guys. I'll see you in the next one.